What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with RK Outpost and GeeksandGamers.com, and sports organizations should be built towards one specific goal: winning games and winning championships. Whenever you bring anything else into the equation, whenever you factor anything else in, whether it's identity politics, social justice garbage, you will fail. And unfortunately right now, that is what we're seeing in the NBA specifically more than anything else. Social justice has become a part of the NBA, a part of the way of life. And now you have people like Rick Carlisle saying that a coach shouldn't be fired, not because of his absolutely horrendous record, not because the players don't want to play for him, but because the coach is involved in social justice, because the coach is a Democrat. That is one of the reasons that we should not fire him and keep letting him lose basketball games. Wokeness is a disease, and right now Rick Carlisle and a lot of people in the NBA have it. Look at this headline. Rick Carlisle suggests Hawks shouldn't have fired Lloyd Pierce because Pierce is a Democrat. I wish this wasn't real life. I wish this wasn't a real headline, but it is. The Atlanta Hawks fired coach Lloyd Pierce on Monday after he compiled a miserable 63-120 record. 63 wins, 120 losses in a little more than 2 seasons. Opposing coaches, including NBA Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle, blasted the move. Now, Rick Carlisle did talk about this. Greg Popovich, another woke lunatic, also spoke about this. And isn't it funny that ever since Popovich has been more and more outspoken and more very vocal about social justice and inequality and all this stuff, they haven't been doing too well in San Antonio, have they? I wonder if that's just a coincidence or not. But Carlisle didn't cite stellar coaching as a reason why the Hawks should have kept Pierce. Instead, he cited Pierce's politics. And I'm going to look at the whole quote for you right here, because we have an opening statement from Rick Carlisle. Now, he is the NBA Coaching Association's president. He is the leader of that group. So it's not surprising that he would have some words speaking out against the firing of Lloyd Pierce. But the reasons he uses: absolute insanity. I know that Black History Month officially ended yesterday, but on the way up here on the bus, I heard about the dismissal of Lloyd Pierce in Atlanta. I want to make a couple of comments. This is a shocking development to all of us in the coaching world, really. It's shocking that a dude who only won a third of his games got fired. What fucking universe are you living in? This shocking development to all of us in the coaching world. The timing seems odd. The team had injuries, a lot of those things. But Lloyd is a guy who has had a profound effect on the landscape of social justice, particularly over the last 12 months. Listen to this. He was the chairperson in Coaches for Racial Justice. He was the guy that was the first guy in the entire NBA to facilitate his local arena as a voting center in Georgia. And that triggered a chain of events that led to 22 NBA arenas being certified as voting centers. And we're all well aware, the state of Georgia, in a large part because of his work and commitment, went from being traditionally Republican to a Democratic state. Not only in the Electoral College, but also the runoff elections in January, which has massively changed the landscape of our country. What the fuck does that have to do with coaching? Why are you protesting someone being fired because of their politics, because of the color of their skin, and by the fact that you think that he helped turn the state of Georgia into a blue state? These people are insane. This statement by Rick Carlisle, this is one of the reasons that Lloyd Carr shouldn't be fired. This is absolutely mental deficiency. Are you sure you're okay, Rick Carlisle? What are you drinking right now? Are you drunk? Are you stupid? Are you this fucking dumb? How can you think that this is a logical thing to talk about when arguing whether someone should or should not keep their job, especially in light of the fact that all these reports had come out? Several Hawks players told management they wanted Lloyd Pierce fired. Shocker, they were black. This wasn't a racial thing, even though you want to make it into a racial thing. You're making it into about race. You're making it about politics as to the reasons why this dude should keep his job. What the fuck is wrong with you weirdos? You have it right here. Trae Young had a disconnect with Lloyd Pierce, but he was hardly alone among Hawk players. Josh Collins and Cam Reddish also got named in a thorough piece on Pierce's fall by these people. Sources say players supported beyond Young and was dwindling at the end, with several sharing their desire for a change with the management recently. The lack in faith in Pierce from the players quickly eroded last year, with several on the team feeling they could not approach him without leaving the conversation feeling like they weren't being heard. They wanted him fired. The players on the team wanted the coach gone. They performed absolutely terribly. 63-120. This is not someone who deserves to keep their job. But instead, you have people like Rick Carlisle saying that he shouldn't have been fired, that it's a travesty because of this man's politics, making it about Black History Month for no apparent reason. Wokeness is a disease. These people have it. I don't know what you're going to do about it. Sports, if sports continues on this path where it's all about social justice, identity politics, it's lost forever. There is no hope if weirdos like this are in charge and have positions of power where they get to dictate the terms, where they get to decide the future of the NBA. Losers like Rick Carlisle, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, woke lunatics, all of them, and the players like LeBron James are making the NBA into a pulpit for social justice, and the fans want none of it. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.